If there's nothing pressing, let's take a walk.
Weather's pretty nice, huh?
When?
So, this friend of mine.
If there's nothing pressing, let's take a walk. If there's nothing pressing, let's take a walk.
Oh, that's right. Forgive my forgetfulness. Glad you came. It's great to have one of the General's distinguished guests helping us out. My Realm-Keeping Commission colleagues failed to provide adequate care for the Dragon Lady. I'd like to thank you on behalf of all of them for rescuing her back in Exalting Sanctum Plaza. As I'm sure you're aware, symptoms of Mara have been spreading ever since the Stellaron incident occurred. Thanks to the Ten Lords Commission, being stricken with Mara had long since become a terrifying but avoidable fate for Xianzhou natives. The puzzling thing is that despite the Commission's protection, we're now seeing an increase. More and more citizens, in particular those dealing with great risks and stress like the Cloud Knights, are becoming stricken with Mara. Moreover, the Mara-struck have taken on a horrifying appearance, as if they're turning into some sort of monster. This certainly differs from what I thought I knew about the illness. That appears to be the case. No smoke without fire, as they say. Despite being just a servant of the Realm-Keeping Commission, spending a considerable amount of time on the front lines has sharpened my senses to potential dangers. You're a capable person, and since the General entrusted you with locating the Stellaron, it's only a matter of time before you run into Mara-struck. If you come across any clues, remember to inform the Realm-Keeping Commission straight away. My colleagues and I will handle any situation with haste and to the best of our ability. Speaking of which, have you made any discoveries so far? I read the letter. I'll be honest with you, I've got no idea how to handle this problem. It's beyond the Realm-Keeping Commission's jurisdiction. I contacted the Seat of Divine Foresight, which is overseen by the General. Allow me to introduce Madame Qingzhu, General Jing Yuan's chief counselor. I think it'll be easier if she explains the letter to you.
I read the letter you obtained from the Mara-struck. While the Cloud Knights were searching for the Stellaron's whereabouts, I was carrying out the General's orders, tracking down clues on the Mara-struck. Thanks to your efforts, we now have a lead. To an outsider, this letter appears to be nothing more than good news detailing a recovery from a chronic illness. However, what is actually being discussed is a violation of the 10 unpardonable sins. It's heresy. Correct. The term merciful medicus is one of respect. One that any law-abiding citizen of the Alliance would never dare utter. It refers to none other than the enemy of the people of the Xianzhou. The one we now call the Plague's author, the Eon of Abundance, Yao Shi. The author of this letter was likely the Mara-struck you defeated. My guess is he was led astray and poisoned while under the pretext of being cured. You saw how he ended up. Such actions remind me of an organization that was eradicated from the Xianzhou 1,000 years ago. the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. They were disciples of the abundance that sought to restore the way of immortality by unearthing a forbidden remedial formula. It's hard to believe that a group that was wiped out so long ago would suddenly rear its head and create chaos once more. The seat of divine foresight needs to learn all it can about this organization's status before the situation reaches a point of no return. If you come across any similar clues about the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, come and find me at the seat of divine foresight. These kinds of first-hand accounts are exactly what we require. Excellent. Your work will not be in vain. The seat of divine foresight always rewards those who contribute to our efforts. I recently received some intel. It seems that certain individuals are taking advantage of the current chaos to lure in outworlders around Exalting Sanctum. Maybe you could start there? We sent an undercover investigator out a few months ago. They provided us with a rough idea of the situation. Unfortunately, it seems suspicions were aroused. We lost contact with the agent. I suspect he was discovered. You are a fresh face in the Lafu, and an outworlder. I would feel more at ease if I could leave this matter with you.
Drop by the Realm Keeping Commission if you need help.
Can someone explain? What am I looking at exactly?
Drop by the Realm Keeping Commission if you need help.
Hey, there's something I need to tell you.
I don't believe in
Need your extractor cleaned or your star skiff serviced? Look no further.
Excuse me, guest from another world. Please spare me. I understand. Eternal life is indeed a kind of power, wouldn't you say? Well. What a peculiar person. Regardless of what you choose, before you can grasp absolute power, you must yearn for immortality, don't you think? The problem is that the Xianzhou Alliance doesn't care one bit about the well-being of short-life species. They stubbornly blockade the glorious path to immortality. My name is Green Hibiscus. I came to Exalting Sanctum in hopes of a fated encounter with one such as yourself. One who is also on the road to immortality. What do you say? How about we find a more suitable spot to talk about all this? Let's make haste. Here we are. This is the place. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. If it were so easy, we'd be a far larger group, and there'd be no need for secrecy. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I am a member of the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I was unable to expose my true identity in Exalting Sanctum, but now I can reveal everything. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus is a devout group, holding firm in their belief that Merciful Medicus is the one ultimate faith. As followers, we refer to ourselves as disciples, dedicated to our cause. If you wish to gain the means to immortality, then you must become a disciple. But to become a disciple, you must first pass several small trials. Please excuse me. Our expansion has unfortunately attracted the attention of those devilish archer followers. If we are not careful, the consequences could be unthinkable. What you seek, you will surely find. Merciful Medicus is magnanimous. They do not lightly refuse a prayer. As such, the initiation trials for the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus are nothing arduous. All you must do is transcribe this copy of thousand-handed Merciful Medicus's salvation 500 times by hand. This will allow your brothers and sisters to trust your faith, and you to become a disciple. This scripture is central to the disciples. You must maintain a pious heart during the transcription. It would be best if you could memorize the text. Of course, this is but the first trial. Once you have become a disciple, you will undergo numerous others. Don't worry. A traditional Xianzhou brush and inkstone has been prepared for you. Smooth action and an ergonomic design. I myself transcribed 50,000 copies with such instruments.
Hey, stop writing! Get over here! Stop writing! You wanna fall under their spell? I'll finish it for you. Don't keep a lookout. Alright, finally. I know you. Ugh, is this really the time for jokes of that quality? You're here undercover, right? Well, so am I. I'm a Cloud Knight from the Exalting Sanctum garrison. That green hibiscus has been sneaking around spreading heretical lies for a while now. That's why I'm here, to spy on him. They were suspicious of me as soon as I arrived. It took a lot of effort to make them believe I wanted to become a disciple. I have my reasoning. Cults like this want to recruit people with influence in law and order. I wanted them to know I was a Cloud Knight. Always know your enemy. Shh! Keep your voice down. These disciples don't miss much. If they discover us, we won't make it out of here. Listen carefully. I help you copy the text, you cover for me, and I get word out to the Seat of Divine Foresight.
Take your time. Still your mind. You're finished? So soon? Let me see. Calm yourself. The initiation.
Sure, but can it wait till tomorrow? I'm supposed to be on duty right now. They'll get suspicious if I don't head back.
No need to worry. The second step is extraordinarily simple. The disciples' initiation is governed. It's time for you to. There's nothing that can be done. I didn't write the rules. If you are unwilling to
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're kidding, right? We came here to lengthen our lifespans.
We aren't forcing you to fight.
I...
Very well. Good. Then prepare yours.
Listen, I have an idea that will let you join the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. You and I fight, and that way we both... I've seen... Good.
So, have you prepared yourself? And you, Cloud? Then.
Well then...
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
What magnificence! I'm glad you prevailed. That Cloud Knight waltzed straight up to us in uniform and asked if he could join. Hardly a convincing spectacle. I doubt I ever could have trusted him. Purple chrysanthemum, blue peach. Find somewhere to dispose of the body. Oh, you've dealt with this kind of thing before? A long-time associate, eh? You're well-connected, I see. This does have its advantages. Our brothers and sisters have been proselytizing and exalting Sanctum over the last few days. We may have attracted the attention of the devils. Having you dispose of the Cloud Knight will be safer. As such, this can be your first mission as a disciple. You take an active approach to getting things done. I'll be sure to pass that on to my superiors. In any case, my hearty congratulations on your admission to the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. From now on, you will be known by the code name, Grey Peony. Well, Grey Peony, let's depart separately to avoid attracting attention. We'll rendezvous at a different location later. Until then.
I did a good job playing dead, didn't I? Those people are out of their minds. Watch your step next time you're around them. With your skills, you've got a better chance than most. I should report back to the Seat of Divine Foresight. Stay safe, friend.
Green Hibiscus agreed to meet me here, but there's no sight of him. What gives? There's a letter here. What's this on the envelope? Gray peony. This must be from Green Hibiscus. The disciples sure know how to keep a low profile. Looks like I'll need to help them complete this mission. If they're looking to intercept mail, I should probably start by searching near Exalting Sanctum's Psycrane stands. Not on this stand. Let's check a different one.
I don't believe in
Extractor
ghosts.
clean to your star skiff service.
What's written on this package? Seat of Divine Foresight, urgent. Seems like... Code cracked. Huh. It's an internal order from the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Judging from these urgent instructions, the disciples are I'll use my phone to make a copy and then hand it over to Green Hibiscus.
Mauve Moon, this is the reliable disciple I mentioned to you, Gray Peony. Gray Peony, this is Mauve Moon, the head of our operations in Exalting Sanctum.
It seems you have some impressive skills in your arsenal. I like this kid. You seem like you've got it all figured out. What brings you to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus? Good. Life is a miracle and a blessing. Any futile attempt to forsake it is a disgraceful betrayal. You have been enlightened to the significance of immortality. You have already surpassed those shameful mortals. Here, take this prescription. Through this medicine, you will become like me. You will be able to break the shackles that the devilish archer author has used to chain your soul. You will gain unbridled power and freedom. The disciple responsible for creating medicinal pellets heard of your exploits. They prepared the prescription for you personally. Some of the ingredients can be purchased at an apothecary, but others will require you to come up with your own solution. Given your strength, that shouldn't pose a problem. Do you have any questions? I'm ashamed to admit it, but I once worked alongside those devils. I trained in spear techniques for almost a century. I nearly became a Cloud Knight instructor. But I was trapped in a weak mortal shell. I was never able to surpass the final barrier that separated me from the martial arts geniuses. Fortunately, the draft of Draconic Surge, the prescription you hold in your hand, rescued me. Once I took that medicine, I became more powerful than any mortal could ever dream of. Now, everything has changed. Jersine and his pitiful spearmanship are no more. All that remains is a loyal disciple of merciful Medicus. Wait. You recognize me? Where do you know me from? Your face changed when you heard my name.
Mauve Moon, sir. We have a problem. I suspect this person may be the agent who's been looking for you.
Idiot! What kind of trials are you running? You let an agent infiltrate our ranks?
I couldn't have known, sir. I witnessed this person slay a Cloud Knight before my very eyes.
Detestable. The devilish archer author allows these pitiful mortals to face death without fear. Self-sacrifice is their way of fooling us into opening our doors. Merciful Medicus has sharpened my senses. Nothing gets past me. A pathetic mortal like you could never understand. In that case, Divine Foresight Devil, it's time for you to meet your demise. Merciful Medicus!
Fight as one! Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Lend me your strength.
Who's next?
Oh, mercy of Sanctus Medicus! Grant me a body impervious to steel, the courage of 1,000 armies, a strength that 10,000 foes cannot suppress. You think you're a match for me, devil? Your death is inevitable. Surrender, and I'll make it quick.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Secret of the Senate.
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing. Who will it be?
Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Who's next?
So Mauve Moon was the agent that Qingzhu lost contact with. He joined the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I should go to the... Seed of Divine Foresight and Tel Qingzu. I don't know if this mission was a success or a failure.
I'm glad to see you've returned in one piece. So, what happened? Did everything go as planned? Don't worry. Your operation was a success. Although your identity was ultimately exposed, you gained a wealth of invaluable intelligence. On top of that, you managed to get out without a scratch. I never imagined that Jersine would choose the path of evil. You did the right thing. I'm afraid this is how the Plague's author operates, using notions of power and life to draw countless people like Jersine away from bright futures, down a path of no return. You've managed to shine a light on the darkness of the enemy. With this intelligence, the Seed of Divine Foresight will be able to improve its strategy. And for all your efforts, please accept this reward. Is there anything else you'd like to know about? The prescription you acquired is beyond my knowledge. There are a few reliable alchemists that reside in Exalting Sanctum. I'd like to ask you to consult with them on the particulars of the prescription. This will allow the Seed of Divine Foresight to have a clear target for creating an antidote. Given that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus has become aware of our operation, it's about time the Seed of Divine Foresight reeled in its net. If you turn up any details about the prescription, feel free to come back and find me anytime.
Why, hello there. Anything I can help you with? So, this is official Seed of Divine Foresight business, eh? Then I'll do everything I can to assist you. Haha! Let's take a look at this prescription you mentioned. If this request had come from anywhere else, it would have seemed like a joke. But the Seed of Divine Foresight only deals in the serious. I can't understand this prescription, and I imagine that other alchemists won't be able to make sense of it either. I recommend you go directly to the chief alchemist, Lady Dan Shu. Lady Dan Shu is renowned for her unique line of reasoning. She's proposed several prescriptions that would have been incomprehensible to us if she hadn't explained the pharmacology. Still, those same prescriptions have always been able to produce miraculous effects. Lady Dan Shu is a truly gifted alchemist. All the more amazing given her sightlessness, wouldn't you say? Lady Dan Shu likes to pass the time over at Sinwood Pavilion. I'm sure you'll run into her if you head that way.
I've been looking forward to meeting you. You have a very distinct scent. Losing one sense forces the other senses to become sharper.
I heard from other alchemists you have a prescription you wish me to assess. Can you read it to me?
Thank you.
A strange and dangerous prescription, but I believe I understand the pharmacology. It involves drawing upon the strength of long scions to attain the power of ascension. The specifics, however, will require further investigation. This will take some time. I could hardly happen upon Vidyadhara bone marrow and test the prescription myself, could I? Leave your contact details with me. When I've completed my assessment of the pharmacology, I'll get in touch with you.
What does that mean? It's just a picture. Are we supposed to meet someone there? It's like one of those messages a kidnapper sends in a horror movie.
That's enough of that. Come on, let's go.
Hurry up, Qingque. We'll be fossils by the time you're finished.
I heard there was a disaster in the Divination Commission's delve? I'm surprised you're in the mood to play right now, Qingque.
Even if the sky was gonna collapse on the Divination Commission, the Master Diviner would be there to hold it up. What she lacks in height, she more than makes up for in stamina. Anyway, I didn't come here just to play. She ordered me to wait here for our guests. Time is precious. I'm simply multitasking. It's the place in the photo, all right. Is this a games parlor? What kind of problem can they possibly be facing? Isn't this hand a problem? I have the worst luck. Oh, hi there! I can tell just by looking at you that you're the Divination Commission's guests. I know, I'm sorry. I was going to wait for you by the statue, but... Ah! Triplet! But folks from the Realm Keeping Commission descended on the area. It's too loud over there now. Pass! Pass! So I thought to myself, wouldn't it be better to meet somewhere quieter? Four of a kind! And wouldn't that be more fun, too? Better to show you the real Exalting Sanctum and introduce you to a true Xianzhou pastime, Celestial Jade! Aha! Victory! Now that my wish has been fulfilled, there's nothing holding us back. Follow me, honored guests. I must apologize for your long wait, honored guests.
It wasn't too long. Seeing your enthusiasm for this Celestial Jade game has stoked my curiosity.
I'm glad. Ah, look. Is that a...
It's an ancient tree. We call it the Ambrosial Arbor. It was once the Xianzhou Lafu's prized treasure.
I I didn't know the Skyfaring Commission were history buffs. Not bad. Younger generations usually don't know much about it. It's said that the Ambrosial Arbor is an ancient remnant from when the Xianzhou roamed the ether. From a distance, it looks like half a tree stump. But according to records of the early nation, in its prime, it wound into the heavens, and from it celestial bodies hung.
Meaning?
It means the tree was as tall as the sky and stars hung from its branches.
So, how big was it? Bigger than the Express? Bigger than Herta Space Station? No, that can't be right. Stars hung from its branches. Then, how did it fit in the Xianzhou?
Those are metaphors. You shouldn't take poetry so literally. Anyway, it's just a legend. I see this view every day on my way to work. I'm kind of bored of it. Let's go.
I don't
Is your
believe
extractor
in...
clean to your star skiff service?
We're almost there, everyone. Stay close. Just a heads up, please don't go running off once we're inside. You may be the Master Diviner's guests, but she hates people who don't abide by rules and regulations. Oh, and people who ask too many questions, not to mention... Please, don't push her buttons. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. We shall take back what we lost.
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing!
Fight as one! Lend me your strength. Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. We shall take back what we lost. Ample supplies.
Who will it be?
Ample supplies. So strange.
Oh, let me guess, the gate isn't working?
I don't understand. It's never been locked before. And no one told me to take a key. Hey, I know the food here sucks, but that's no reason to shut the gate on our guests.
Are you really from the Divination Commission?
Don't scare me. Master Diviner wouldn't let anything bad happen on her watch. There's no need to panic, okay? This isn't the only entrance into the Divination Commission. I know an emergency access. Here it is. Ugh, Stellaron corrosion. What's going on? Great. This gate won't open either. We've kept the Master Diviner waiting. No doubt she'll blame unreliable Chinchilla for messing up once again.
I knew I'd offended that diviner. That's why she sent this girl to help us.
Miss Qingqi, if you don't mind, may I take a look?
Huh? Oh, no need. Actually, I was just being polite. I don't see why not. Let me show you. This thing is pretty fun. Wow, you're amazing, Mr. Yang. You handled that well for an outsider. I officially hand over the title of Keep.
Anyone here surprised? Anyone?
Here comes trouble.
Can't we run around to them for a change?
Let's be friends.
This battle is unavoidable.
Everything is ordained by the stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing.
Lend me your strength. What a headache. Who's next? I'll end your misery. I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Who will it be?
Lend me your strength. Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
We shall take back what we lost.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
We shall take back what we lost.
Minus one! To guard and defend! Crush them! Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies! Illusions of the past! We shall take back what we lost. Ample supplies.
I'm sorry, the Cloud Knights have orders.
This is the Matrix of Prescience, a large-scale Jade Abacus calculation terminal. It's the pride and joy of the Divination Commission.
We've heard the term Jade Abacus a few times now. Would you mind explaining what it is, Miss Qingxue?
A Jade Abacus is just... a Jade Abacus. That's a good question, Mr. Yang. It might take me a minute to give you an answer. Let me think. The book, Glimpses into the Beyond, just like engraving a seal, the craftsmen of the Xianzhou Artisanship Commission carve faint symbols into pieces of jade and then insert them into machines to get them to operate according to a certain intention. Some jade abacuses are small enough to fit inside bracelets and jewelry. We put the bigger ones into instruments of calculation, so we can simulate the future and learn from the past. Take the Matrix of Prescience here as an example. As long as sufficient information is provided, it can answer questions on anything, from the evolution of natural phenomena to the metabolism of living things. They say the theory behind the symbols was handed down by Noose, the Wisdom Walker. The principles are so profound that in the Divination Commission, only the Master Diviner truly understands them.
Seems like it, but Jade Abacus does sound a lot better. Besides, ordinary computers don't have cool backstories. Technology handed down from Noose. Huh. Even in Madame Herta's space station, I never saw anything related to Noose.
Anyway, don't dwell on names. As long as the machine works, what does it matter whether it's a Jade Abacus or a computer? Just like today, would it have mattered if Baichue had brought you here instead of Qingchue? It makes no difference at all. We're almost at the Matrix of Prescience core. The Master Diviner should be waiting.
Diviner Fu, how are things progressing?
We're fluctuating between the Heaven and Thunder trigrams. A step forward bridges no distance hence.
And for those who don't speak Fushen?
It's an utter disaster. How's that for a divination commission, Fortune? The matrix of prescience has stopped operating, and the symbols have dimmed. There are Stellaron spirits wreaking havoc inside the commission, and the Cloud Knights are struggling to protect civilians. I want to restore the matrix of prescience, but I have no forces available. And on top of all of that, General, we still have to deal with the Stellaron hunter you handed to us. If that's not an utter disaster, then I don't know what is.
But you're Fu Shen, the seer. The boundless, omniscient. Bringing luck and avoiding misfortune is your strong suit, isn't it?
You don't need to flatter me, General. It's natural for fortune to fluctuate. There's no escaping it. The Divination Commission simply does its best to uncover the good and the bad and then make the right decisions. We have no magical means to turn the tide.
And that is precisely why we need you in charge. When it comes to handling clairvoyant Stellaron hunters, who better than Fu Shen the Seer? As for reinforcements, you didn't think I'd be unprepared, did you? Look, help has just arrived.
Master Diviner, I brought you the guests. Though, it wasn't your order I received. So, General, even guests are on the payroll these days?
Well, since they're here already, I may as well make use of them.
Entering the Matrix of Prescience without my permission is a breach of protocol. Would be an ungracious thing to say in the present circumstances. I admit I'm pleasantly surprised to see you here. Jinchue is often unreliable, but she comes through for us when the need arises. It's nice to have people I can entrust with difficult matters. I'm not like the General, and you don't even belong to my commission. I certainly won't be bossing you around.
No need for the formalities. We heard what the General said. If you need something from us, just say the word.
Very well, then I'll keep this brief. The Divination Commission is currently understaffed. I need your help to restart the Matrix of Prescience's space terminals, and eliminate the Stellaron spirits along the way. Yes, but you needn't worry. You have my permission. Jinchue will accompany you. She'll be in charge of restarting the terminal. As for eliminating the spirits...
Psst. I hath divined our future. We are destined to be errand runners. Forever.
What? Which magic word?
The universal one? Please?
Oh. Please.
Oh, good enough.
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing! Lend me your strength. Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. We shall take back what we lost. supplies. Let me see. This is the temporal terminal. Observes the potential of the temporal plane. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to time. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Who will it be?
Who's next?
Fight as one!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Lend me your strength. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Who will it be? Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them. Who's next? Talk. Who's next? We shall take back what we lost. The design is exquisite. That should do it.
What? You just matched up those symbols. Is that it?
The more complex something is, the more important it is to keep it simple. Don't you think?
If it's so simple, why didn't your master diviner come and do it herself?
Maybe deep down she just wants to be lazy once in a while. Like me.
What the heck is this? It looks like a walking gate.
Take it easy. There's nothing supernatural on the Joe. It's an aromaton. It's guarding the matrix of prescience. They're stationed at various strategic places.
I feel like it needs a sign saying mortals forbidden or something. Are you sure it won't fly into a rage if we walk past it?
We're here by order of the Master Diviner to restart the matrix of prescience. Friends, not foes.
Passage prohibited.
March! You should join the Divination Commission. Quick, do something!
Ah, great.
No manners, huh?
Finest one!
Who invited
I'll
you?
free you from your disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Who will it be?
Treasonous.
Troublesome. Lend me your strength.
Welcome, customers.
Who's next?
You'll pay for this.
Troublesome.
Let's be friends.
This must be the spatial terminal. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to space. You probably could have guessed it.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Lend me your strength. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Who will it be?
Can we talk? Who's next?
Finest one!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Lend me your strength. Who's next?
We shall take back what we lost.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Lend me your strength. Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
It's exquisite. Done. Next.
What was that?
Let me guess. Time, space. I bet the next terminal is energy related.
Darn, the Karma Terminal. They say this terminal is designed to establish causal relationships. We did it. All 3 terminals activated. Let's go back to the core and report to the Master Diviner. Well done, all of you. I can sense the matrix of prescient symbols re-illuminating. Now, to interrogate Kafka. Those of you in the core may feel a few impacts. Are you ready?
Is this really necessary? I said I'd cooperate with you.
I have no interest in the words of wanted criminals, especially those skilled in the art of manipulation. So, say what you will. I'm here to witness the divination of the Matrix of Prescience. The Divination Commission has ways of extracting the truth, and they're far more effective than a conversation.
Then please, Master Diviner, witness my destiny. Not what you were expecting.
I can't believe it. But the Matrix of Prescience cannot be wrong. Kafka has nothing to do with the Stellaron, but you... It's you! Absurd! I'd never have thought it. Ask her yourself. Take as long as you wish. I must report this to the General immediately. Please excuse me.
You go ask her. I know you still have many questions for Kafka yourself.
Hi. You haven't changed a bit. I'm sorry you have to see me in such a sorry state. Concerned about me? I'm fine. The Cienjo is always courteous with its captives. I didn't talk to you on the train because I knew you and I would get to talk alone here. Worth waiting for, don't you think? You seem to have a lot to ask me. Elio said he foresaw 3 questions, but they would be the same in essence. If I were to hear one of them, I would then tell you the objective of this trip in all its detail. Since you asked one of the 3 questions, it means everything is going smoothly. Are you ready to hear my answer? Cienjo's Stellaron problem is not directly linked to us. But if you look at it from Elio's perspective, you can't say the Stellaron hunters are completely innocent. We foresaw all this long ago, but chose to remain indifferent until the time was right for us to get involved. Diviner Fu was surprised because she discovered 3 truths. 1. The Stellaron hunters are not enemies of the Cienjo. You know this now, though you refuse to believe it. 2. Someone else brought the Stellaron into the Cienjo and activated it. A result of both internal unrest and external aggression. Traitors on the Luofu and enemies from outside want to overthrow the Cienjo. The Master Diviner is in a hurry to find the General, presumably to inform him of this fact. However, that's all the Master Diviner knows, because Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. He foresaw the Divination Commission using the Matrix of Prescience against me. To guard against setbacks, he ensured that I knew only what he wanted the Cienjo Alliance to know in this moment. As for number 3, even in their wildest dreams, the Cienjo Alliance could never have guessed it. If the Stellaron hunters aren't the cause of all this, then why are Bibbidi and I even here? We're here for you. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? It's no wonder Fu Shen doesn't believe it either. But the Matrix of Prescience doesn't lie. The answer is just that bizarre. The Stellaron hunters appearing here, Bibbidi getting arrested, me being lured to the Matrix of Prescience. It was all to bring you, the Astral Express crew, to the Cienjo. In the future that Elio chose, the power of the hunt is indispensable. And that's why the Astral Express crew had to come to the Luofu and achieve something important for the Cienjo. You had to establish a connection with the Alliance. And that's why I had to trick you into coming here. I needed you to meet the Luofu's general in person and to help him resolve the Stellaron crisis. I needed the Alliance to owe you a favor. That way, in the future, at the most critical moment, the Cienjo will offer you their help. What do you think? Surprised? The notorious Stellaron hunters did all that just to make you a hero of the Cienjo? Quite the plot twist, don't you think? like I said, Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. The future holds endless possibilities. Knowing the right thing at the wrong time could spoil all our hard work. There is only one thing I can tell you about the future. In the best and the worst cases, you will eventually have to face Nanook the Destruction. And when that time comes, you will need all the help you can get. It will be a brutal struggle of eonic proportions. Proportions that neither you, nor I, nor the Astral Express will ever be able to reach. In the vast majority of futures, that's when destiny ends. But if we follow Elio's plan, there may be a glimmer of hope on the horizon. You know, even eons can be killed.
Hey, Lorcha. You didn't finish telling us about the propagation. Keep going, it's interesting. So, eons can die, huh? Weird. I thought they were invincible.
There is no true invincibility or immortality in the world. Such exaggerations are born of the perspectives of ordinary beings. Nonetheless, ordinary beings could not have orchestrated the fall of the propagation. That eon was slain at the hands of another eon.
I don't understand. They're all eons. Why do they want to fight?
Are you really from the Xianzhou? Other eons aside, surely you must know the story of Lan and Yaoshe. Isn't destroying the Eon Yaoshe the Alliance's cherished aim?
Of course I know. Well, I know a little. My mom made me practice with swords all day. I didn't really go to school.
In that case, let's just change the subject. If you don't know about the feud between the Hunt and the Abundance, I'm afraid there's just too much to explain.
Fine. How's this for a subject? What's in the box?
Oh, this one? It's a casket, more commonly known as a coffin. It's for containing the remains of the deceased.
The deceased? Aren't you a merchant?
Yes, indeed. This is just part of my job. I was asked to deliver this coffin to the Xianzhou. I'd quite forgotten. For long life species, death is probably a distant concept.
Nope. The Cloud Knights spend a lot of time on the battlefield. Death is a common occurrence. It's just, we don't put bodies in boxes? Coffins. In the Xianzhou, people go to the Hall of Karma in the Ten Lords Commission and consecrate the names and jade abacuses of the dead. It's our way of saying goodbye. The Foxians and the Videodora have their own ceremonies. Foxian soldiers place their dead in star skiffs and then let them drift out into the stars. They call it the returning. As for the Videodora, they're more mysterious. They say that when a Videodora is very old or has a fatal injury, they turn into an egg that looks like a pearl. When the shell breaks, they come out looking young again. My mom calls the Videodora long scions. When I was young, she told me stories of how the Videodora could turn into dragons. I don't know if that's true. What do you know? Silent but deadly speaks.
Your mother is right. The Vidyadhara are long scions. They are descendants of the Eon of Permanence. That was why some, but not all, could turn into dragons. The power was a rare inheritance, passed down only to those who could successfully complete numerous rites and challenges. For the inheritor, it was hard to say whether it was a blessing or a curse.
I've heard the story of Long the Permanence and their descendants. Many myths and legends praise the Eon for a rich and immortal life. But for some reason, the Eon disappeared among the stars without a trace. Almost as if they had never existed, leaving only their descendants. Every life has its limit. Even the Eons are not truly immortal and will eventually reach the end of their lives.
Let me ask you one more question. Do you know the person in the coffin?
Yes.
A friend?
No.
So, a sweetheart?
Miss, whatever gave you that impression? The individual in the coffin is neither friend nor relative. We met only once. By chance, I made someone a promise, and so I have to run this errand. Let's leave it at that, shall we? I think we've all had enough rest.
What was that?
Mara struck.
It looks like someone's hurt. Silent. I've only got 2 hands.
Enough. Let's go.
This sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Bloom. Nothing major. Receive divinity. Repay. The dead return!
Miss, are you okay? What do you think? Sorry, I didn't see any blood, so I thought you were okay. My motor is broken. I can't move. Are you a Cloud Knight? Good. Take me to the Realm Keeping Commission. Locha, silent but deadly. I'm afraid we have to delay things again. I'm sorry. If I'd known, I wouldn't have got you to come with me. You'd probably be there by now if you'd gone by yourself.
I happen to have some medical knowledge. Perhaps I can treat the young lady's injuries?
Well, it's just... she's a puppet. I think we should just take her to the Realm Keeping Commission.
Don't worry, Miss Sushang. Leave it to me. You might get an aching or numbing sensation, but it shouldn't be too painful. Do you think you can hold still?
It won't work. My body is mechanical, not flesh and blood.
Be it mechanical or organic, we're still dealing with composite substances. I just hope you'll tolerate my methods.
Huh. Curious. How... Oh, what kind of medical knowledge is this?
Abundance.
Very good. We, no longer need to return to the Realm Keeping Commission. The mission continues. As a judge in the employ of the Ten Lords Commission, I am forbidden from interfering in the affairs of outsiders. However, seeing as you came to my aid, a word of advice. Leave as soon as possible. I came to address the root of our crisis by arresting a fugitive, a Stellaron hunter. This villain possesses exceptional swordsmanship and wields a divine weapon. They are extremely dangerous. If it hadn't been for a strange accident, my wingspan might have been cut short.
Strange accident?
Come with me. I've never seen anything like it.
You know, even eons can be killed. Are you kidding? That's not what we want. I just want to tell stories from the past. Stories about eons that have fallen. Lon the Permanence, Drilla the Beauty, Anna the Order, Tazeronth the Propagation, Akivili the Trailblaze. These names were once known all over the universe. Now they've all but disappeared, leaving behind only masterless paths. And currently, there are 3 ways an eon can perish known to humanity. 1. Paths with overlapping concepts will eventually collide, and the broader path will engulf the narrower one. That's how Enna the Order was assimilated by Sheepe the Harmony. 2. In a war between eons, the stronger side will annihilate the weaker one. That's how Tazeronth the Propagation fell. Under the guidance of the Hunt, the Cienjo Alliance travels the universe exterminating abominations cultivated by the Abundance. So, the Cienjo too are engaged in this process. As far as I know, the predecessors of the Alliance were the Elixir Seekers. They searched for Yaoshi and longed for the blessing of immortality. When they eventually found the Eon, they received a blessing that did indeed prevent death, the Ambrosial Arbor. But immortality turned out to be a curse for the Cienjo. That's when the Hunt appeared, firing an arrow and felling the Ambrosial Arbor. Ever since, the Alliance has followed the Hunt in pursuit of Yaoshi, erasing the curse of immortality from the universe along the way. What do you think? Fascinating stories, no? They're the kind of stories that folks on the straight and narrow would never tell you. hold on. Any minute now. It's begun. Let's go, Blady. 2 more places to visit.
Did Kafka escape? How are we gonna explain this to the Master Diviner?
If what she said is true, we won't have to explain anything.
Hey, did she brainwash you?
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.